Hey y'all, John here from Second Chance Composting. How you doing today? secondchancecomposting.com is the website. Please like and subscribe to the videos. So we use a lot of water every week to rinse our totes. So during the winter, we use this one. Usually use about 90 gallons, if about 80 to 90 a week. During the summer when it's really busy. A little less in the winter, maybe 60, something like that. Or maybe not the winter, but the colder months. We do try to rinse year round, but during severe cold and ice and freezing temps, we do not. But we do, I'd say, 8 or 9 months out of the year. Maybe even a little bit more, depending on the day. So we usually have to fill this up each time we go out, which, you know, it costs money to fill it because we're using water from our office. So I want to come up with a different solution. So I have a piece of property that I put a shed on years ago, and it was a 10 by 10, and I used to collect rainwater off of that. And you'd get a lot of water. So I had 2 different 265-gallon water tanks hooked up. So we just redid this roof off of the garage here last year, last year, and decided to hook something up here so that we can pump the water out of these into that, or possibly even just forklift the water up on, depending on what works and what doesn't work. But Don, our equipment manager, my stepfather, helped put in this brand new gutter system. So we're gonna start collecting rain to use for composting. We'll reuse water. I mean, Second Chance Composting is the name of the business. So anytime we can give a natural resource a second chance, that's what we're about. So the rainwater would go into the ground and be used again anyway. So what we're gonna do is pump it up in, and Luna wants to say hi. Hi, Luna. We're gonna pump it up and in. And reuse it that way to clean our totes, and then that way we don't have to use potable water through our pipes that we could use to drink for pressure rinsing. So I just hooked up the connector pipe here today. I'm probably going to get a shorter one. This is longer than I thought, but we'll see. Let me figure that part out. So what I'm gonna do is, we got the water level right now. We got about 240 gallons about. And what happens is, if we keep this open, it'll transfer over to this one evenly. So these will both even out. And if I plan to put another probably 1 or 2 of these here, just have water for the garden, things like that. So let's try this out. First of all, I gotta open this one. That one's open. This one's open here. And then, here we go. Let's see what happens. Well, that's not on there very tight. So we're gonna lose a lot of water on that one. So let me change that out. So I'm gonna have to change that connector there out. Make sure we don't lose as much water, because this one actually fits on better. But let me do that. But that's basically how it's gonna work here. So secondchancecomposting.com. Happy composting.